This is the story of RIndercella and her sugly isters. RIndercella and her sugly isters lived in a marge lansion. RIndercella worked very hard, thrubbing slaws, emptying pospits, and shivelling shot. At the end of the day, she was knucking fackard. The sugly isters were right bugly astards. One was called Mary Hinge, the other was called Betty Swallocks. They were really horrible huckers. They had fetty sweet and fetty swannies. The sugly isters had tickets to go to the ball, but the cotton runts would not let RIndercella go. Suddenly there was a bucking fang, and the gary fodmother appeared. Her name was Sherry Hithole, and she was a light-rucking Thesbian. She turned a pumpkin and 6 mite wice into a cucking huge farage with 6 dandy ronkies who had huge hollocks and dig bicks. The gary fodmother told RIndercella to be back by dim night, otherwise there'd be a cucking calamity. At the ball, RIndercella was dancing with a pransome hints when suddenly the clock struck 12. "My store chucking frighty," said RIndercella, and she ran out trimming bass over hollocks, so dropping her last slipper. The very next day, the pransome hints locked on RIndercella's door, and the sugly isters let him in. Suddenly, Betty Swallocks lifted her leg and let off a fig Bart. "Who's just jarted?" asked the pransome hints. "Blame that fugly ucker over there," said Mary Hinge. When the stinking brown cloud had lifted, he tried the last slipper on both the sugly isters without success, and their feet stuck in funk. Betty Swallocks was ducking disgusted, and she gave the pransome hints a knack in the kickers. This was not difficult, as he had bucking huge holes and a hig bard on. He tried the last slipper on RIndercella, and it fitted pucking perfectly. RIndercella and the pransome hints were married. The pransome hints lived his life in lucking fuxury, and RIndercella lived hers with a foal and swanny.